Welcome to the Pathways to Surrender podcast. I'm Michael Warmoth, and thank you for joining us for this guided meditation. Please note that these meditations are recorded in a tropical setting with the windows and doors open, so you will hear birds and other sounds. Try not to let them distract you from the words. Let's take a moment now to just get settled in, get comfortable and relaxed. Maybe close our eyes and take some breaths and just listen to the music before the meditation starts. Consider this: no matter what we may think is wrong with us or the world or anything, the issue actually always comes down to the fact that we are afraid of our authentic selves, and we do not have faith and trust in the truth. These are not two separate issues, they are the same. Because our authentic self is the truth. What would lead us to fear the truth, to fear our authentic self? It is a painful betrayal of some kind. Some way in which our authentic self was rejected or abandoned or neglected, and we felt that we would not be able to live if we didn't control it and be different, the painful idea was born that there was something wrong with us and that we had to be something else. That we could not trust in the world or the universe or our parents or our teachers, whatever was the source of our betrayal. And so our life was spent attempting to create a better person, whatever our view of that was. For everybody has a different idea about what a better person is. And learning to control and subdue and restrict our authentic selves. But what is our authentic self? What was so frightening about being authentic? And every individual's experience that was different. But it all comes down to the fact that there was a definite message that there was something about us that was not welcome. And we took on the task of making sure that that authentic self was under control. Along with that task comes the belief that we can't trust in anything. We can't trust anything but control. And that there is something within us that must not reach the light of consciousness ever again. That sounds extreme. It seems like it is too much to be true. But consider this. There is that within us which knows that it is actually possible to know peace, to know love, to know joy, even though the ego can rationalize an endless list of reasons why we don't have it and why we may not deserve it and why we will never have it. There is still that within us which knows it is possible, because there is that within us which already knows it to be true. It is only the ego and the identity that convince us otherwise. And it is our choice to empower and trust the ego and the identity. We are making a choice to trust only in control. And so we must be clear that our suffering, our struggles right now are a consequence of our making the decision that there was something wrong with us, something bad about us, even though in reality the failure was on those who we were dependent on. It was their struggle that was passed on to us in the form of hating ourselves. We must understand that the pain of that betrayal is intense. It is what we avoid allowing to be conscious. It was too much to process when it happened. And now it just seems like a black hole of nothingness. But it isn't. Yes, it is painful. But painful is not wrong or bad. It's just what it is. We have come to believe that we should not have pain. But pain is a part of healing. It is absolutely part of healing. And there is pain when we bring to light the betrayal of ourselves. There is much pain. We can't avoid that because it expresses in our life as struggles and suffering. The denial of that pain is projected everywhere. We have heard for a long time that the journey back to the truth is difficult. It is going to be a rough journey at times. But there is no other way. And the pain will not destroy us by becoming conscious. It will destroy us by remaining unconscious. have come to believe so many things that aren't true about ourselves and about expressing the truth within us. And when the truth includes emotional pain, we want nothing to do with it. But emotional pain is not a permanent state. It is not something that will actually, physically hurt us. It doesn't last forever. And it is not as bad as we think. And in fact, as we know deep within us, it is actually healing, and it is a relief to let it go. The pain and effort of controlling ourselves is much worse. But it is what we are used to and addicted to. We must pay attention to ourselves in every moment. What are we doing to control ourselves right now? In what way are we blocking the truth of ourselves? What are we avoiding? What are we determined to not see? The emotional pain of our betrayal is the doorway to peace. We can't continue to suppress and deny it and hope to find any peace. And so, we must find a way to be compassionate, to be understanding. We would not judge another child's pain. We would seek to comfort them. We must be able to do that for ourselves. We must remember that we know the truth, that there is within us the knowing of our own divine perfection, that the light and the love of the Spirit within us cannot be broken, cannot be lost, cannot be taken away. Seek to be compassionate with yourself. Release all your judgments, all your condemnations. There is no reason to control yourself. There is nothing wrong with you. That's the truth. Thank you for listening to this episode of our podcast. If you would like more information on these meditations and teachings, you can visit pathwaystosurrender.com. You might be interested in our other podcast, Pathways to Wholeness. These are episodes of meditative teachings designed to help us move to the next step in our journey, letting go and learning to surrender, overcoming resistance. That's Pathways to Wholeness. Look for the next episode soon. We'll be uploading them every couple of days. See you next time.